A hard landing makes way for hot-button politics. It all started last night around this time at Davis-Monthan Air Force Base.
Officials say an A-10 returning from routine training near Gila Bend failed to drop its landing gear. Following procedure, the pilot landed the plane on its belly. Tonight, we're told he is okay and the plane will probably fly again. A point that brings us to the fate for and the funding of these resilient A-10s. A key issue on one congressional race. Not on your sides. Maggie Vespa live in the newsroom with more.
Guys, Stella, and it's an issue with a deadline. Right now, the A-10 is only funded through mid-December. This after finding itself on the chopping block entirely earlier this year. So as we move toward the November election, voters in District 2 must decide who should fight for their beloved fighter jet. It's been called one of the roughest, toughest aircrafts around. Reps for DM say last night's hard landing proves the A-10 can take a hit.
They can go out and train and fight and withstand some, like we said, minor aircraft damage and be right back in the fight again pretty quickly.
But it's no secret the money to keep DM's flagship plane aloft is at risk. Cutting it from the Pentagon's budget would save $3.5 billion over 5 years. Earlier this year, Democratic Congressman Ron Barber led the fight to keep the A-10 flying high. He's confident he can do it again.
It's an issue that is supported by both sides of the aisle. We have to keep it going, and we've spent $1.1 billion upgrading this plane with new wings and new electronics packages. It would be a waste of taxpayers' money and wrong for the national security to divest.
But his Republican challenger, retired Air Force Colonel Martha McSally, says the plan to pay for it long term has never been clear, with the House and Senate still battling over where to find the funds.
So the community has a question as to who they want to fight for that. I mean, I commanded an A-10 squadron in combat. I have 325 hours in the A-10. I know firsthand the value that that brings to our national security and to our troops on the ground. And I can answer questions like you have tonight about these types of emergencies firsthand.
Now, one thing both campaigns can agree on is that this is not just a military issue, it's a community one. It's been estimated Davis-Monthan Air Force Base, supported largely by A-10 operations, contributes about $1 billion per year to the local economy. Live in the newsroom, I'm Maggie Vespa, KGUN-9 on your side.